Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here today with day number 9 of Dephemberember. So we have collage fodder and junk mail, and the animal today is this cute little partridge. So I was a little inspired by the Partridge in a Pear Tree holiday song, and so I may add some elements of that. You can find all the information about Dephemberember linked below in the description box. So let's jump into it. So for the junk mail, I did a couple things ahead of time. So I had these 3 envelopes that were hanging around. Now these 2, admittedly I worked on them a little bit to grunge them up a bit beforehand. So all that I did with them is I took some mixed media art spray from Marabou in the color 153 Mint. And I just kind of daubed bits and bobs on both sides. And then I just sprayed with my coffee and alcohol mixture in this cardboard box that I have for doing all that messy kind of work. These are mostly dry, not completely. Then I took my heat gun and I purposely kind of distressed the windows a little. This is what you normally try to avoid doing, you know, so that you don't get these holes or these, you know, punctures. But I wanted this to be kind of grungy and crinkly, and so I'm not bothered by it. The other thing I want to do is just kind of crinkle this one a bit. I didn't dye this one because it's black. But what I want to do today is create sort of like a waterfall type envelope. So I have not done a prototype of any kind, so I'm just experimenting here today. And I need my bone folder so that I can make a fold. So what I'm going to do is right above the window envelope, I'm going to leave a little bit of excess there, and then I'm going to go ahead and fold this way as well as this way, so both ways, so we have a nice double kind of fold. Okay, and we'll do that with all 3 of them. Okay, that was a little crooked. Hold on, let's fix that. There we go, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Here. And this one's so funny. We don't even have T-Mobile in Canada, but I got mail at my in-laws in the US. Like I have no idea how. And they brought it when they visited us last time, and I'm like, really? I'm getting mail in the US? I don't even live there, but sure, okay. All right, so what I'm going to do, I think, is this. Just going to maybe stack these. Let me see how I want to do this. So I want this to all be kind of a stacked, accessible type flip. Okay, so I'm just going to, this is the one I want in the inside, and I'm going to think about where I want to put it on here. So I think right there. So I'm going to just add a little bit of glue right below the spot where I made the fold in the black envelope, and I'm going to glue that on to the back of this one. So now we still have this, and we can still fold this up as well. Let's make another fold there so that that will still fold up. Okay, good. Then the same with this one. This one I think I need to dry just a little bit more to just make it easier to fold. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit more. There we go. Then this one, I think I want to put here, maybe. Let's see. So I want that to go up, that to go up, that to go up. This, and then this. So I've got to think about how I want to glue this. Okay, I think again, I'm just going to go with some glue right across here, right below the fold. And then just lay that on at the crease about where I want it to go right there. Okay. And just kind of give it a moment to dry. Then that will flip up, that will flip up, that will flip up. So will that. And then this is the one I need to add another little crease in because it's the one that's attached at the bottom. Okay, so all these will still flip. Okay. Yes. Okay. A little wrinkly on the back there. Okay. So now what you have is this kind of assembly of different flips and flaps. Okay. Right, and then we'll open this back up, fold this back down, and I think that's what I want to have on the outside. The windows toward the front, and these in the back. Okay. We'll just do one nice fold. Alright, so now what we need to do is start doing some planning on decorating and where we want these to open. So the first thing that I want to do is grab my pear pieces here. So I got all these pear tree kind of cutouts, leaves, the flowers from pear trees, pear clusters, etc. And I think I want to just cover up anything like that has ugly writing on it. I'll probably put this big embellishment out here on the outside to just make that a little prettier. Yeah, right like that, I think, so that it's partially covering the window. I'm just going to use art glitter glue. Okay. I want to put that like maybe, I think about this a little more. I want to cover this, but I also don't want the pears to be upside down. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Then I might take our partridge and I might keep that on the front as well. I'm just going to take some time to think about how I want to do that. I do like it down there too. I like this bit of like typing. I'm not bothered by that. So this will be writing space back here, but also these are all going to have openings to tuck things into. Okay, so that like that, that like that. Now we go to the next space that we need to cover and we see, do we have enough to cover this with just an embellishment? No. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some paper, just a nice thin kind of paper we can cover that with. Just want something nice and plain like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue stick. I think I can pull this flap off. There we go. Whoops. I like that gray color. It looks really nice. And we'll come back here and just cut off the excess paper. Then I will find an embellishment to go on here as well. Maybe this and another little something. Okay, that there. And then maybe one of our little leaves down here. There we go. That side, then back here is fine. Now we need to cover up this T-Mobile. Okay. Yep, that will work. Okay, right here. Then, okay, so then I go to the next one, and I gotta make sure I keep this full, because I'm going to add stitching after I do just this little bit of embellishing, and then I will have everything kind of stay right in place where I want it to. So we have this little stamp bit here that I want to cover, and I need something kind of small, maybe just this. Yeah, that'll be cute there. There we go. Then that's not going to show because that's going to be part of my fold. Will be here. That will go there. Okay, so then this we just need to cover here. And maybe I will do that like this. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So we're just using all these pear bits to kind of cover anything with junk mail words that we don't want. Just gonna slip that under there. Then we flip to the next page. And this one has lots of stuff I want to cover. So, can I do that with things I can contain on this little piece of paper? Or, well, that one will go, and then maybe, let me see if I can do this. No, I think that needs a little normal paper. We've got this nice little torn bit, so I will do that first. That's got a good straight edge and torn top. So that's good. Let's glue that on. Okay. And then this one maybe. No, I like this one better, I think. Yeah, like that. Alright, and then this side will be fine. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go do my stitching, and then I will come back and I will show you the next step. Okay, I have completed my stitching, and I used black and pink threads. So here we go. I also added a little bit of masking tape on a couple of the creases just to add a little fun detail and like some cover to the seams where I felt like I wanted the seams to be, and there was a little bit more writing there that I wanted to cover, and here too. So now I just want to add a few more little kind of embellishing details. So I've got this little bit of scrappy paper here, and I just want to throw some of that down here, and oops, just wipe that excess glue off. Then maybe I will also throw the pear on here, just to kind of keep this whole theme going. Okay, and I now need to decide where I'm putting the partridge. So I've got all those done. then I think I want to put the partridge actually right here as like the main focal point. So that'll be fun. Whoopsies, come back. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this is so fun and crinkly. I really like it. Now, I may just add here, this pair. I just want to carry these along through, and then I have to make little things to go in here. Now, I'm going to probably try to stick with a little bit of a theme if I can. Let's put this on here. This one maybe here. Yeah. Actually, I should check if there's anywhere that has nothing. Like this has nothing in this flap. Everywhere else is decorated. So let's put this one maybe on here. And then the other thing that I did when I was stitching is I stitched around the other sides that weren't open, so that I would have, like, first of all, the nice detail, but then also just a place to kind of have like the sealed edges, you know, like just kind of a little more depth to the whole thing. So what I want to do next is go through with my punch, and I'm going to make a punch on the side that is open on all of these, just to kind of give it a thumb hole. So right here is one. That side, actually I'll do both of those maybe. Or actually no, I'm going to leave it because you know what, I really like how the envelope there looks. So I'll leave that one alone. And on this side, right here, this one's a little trickier. Where's the spot that is open here? Right there. Okay. And I'm going to definitely be adding more ink and stuff to this to get rid of these more white spots. That one I think I could just stand to trim a little, to be honest. I can cut this right out, not a problem. Grab all these scraps. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. Then this one. Okay. So now everything there has a thumb hole, and we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces that will go inside here. Now you want these to be really thin because this is already, you know, sort of kind of bulky. It's like a booklet, right, that you would have in your journal. So those kind of booklets always add a little bit of bulk. This one's not too bad though, because it is made from thinner papers. It's just an envelope. So I will go and grab what I want to put inside of each of these. Okay, so I've chosen some nice handmade paper in this beautiful brown tone. So what I need to do is I need to essentially measure something that's going to fit inside of here. So I'll just make a fold this way. Make sure that that's going to fit. Then, generally speaking, right about there. Okay. I'll go a little bit smaller than my fold. That should fit in here, theoretically. Just double check and make sure that everything goes okay. Actually, I forgot to do one thing. I always take my bone folder or my ruler whenever I make a pocket like this and just kind of go in and open it up. So let's try again and make sure that this fits in there as a whole. It does. Good, good. So what I'm going to do with these is I want to just make them a little cuter by rounding the corners. Then I'm going to stamp something cute on each of these. So I just got these stamps from Lovecrafts, their craft consortium, and this is an eclectic assortment by Hackney & Co., their Winter Wonderland themed collection. So I'm going to stamp a little something on each of these. So this one, I will go with these little mushrooms first. Little mushrooms. The next one we will do the hedgehog, so I'll just prepare that as well. So let's stick this one in here. There we go. And now the next one, I think this will be just about, yeah, that'll be just about right. So now I'll just cut on the other side of that fold that I had made. Where's my stamp? Here it is. This is our little hedgehog. Just get it inked up over here. He's so cute. Okay, and then we'll put him right in here. Well, you know what? I did it again. You gotta open up the pocket first. There we go. Just open it up. And a little too big, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, let's make it a little smaller. There we go. And he will peek out there. Now, 1 and 2, this one. There, to about here. Yeah, that's good. And then make it a little smaller. And then this one, I'm going to attach this little bit of a mushroom piece of paper to. There we go. And that can go in here. And this next one is little. So And I'll grab a stamp for this one too. Maybe the little pine cone. This paper's a little hard to stamp on because it's so textured. There we go. And this will just tuck on in here. Oops. Go. And then another little tiny one, and I also wanted to do a little inking on here just to kind of blend this in. I'm going to ink this all the edges of everything at the end here. This one I might just add some of this little paper in there because it's cute and it matches the whole theme. Switch our stamp, maybe to the squirrel. Okay. There's our squirrel. We'll just pop the squirrel in here. Okay, and I'll do this pocket too while I'm here so I don't forget, because I'll forget every time if I don't open these pockets. Okay. There we go. One to go. And you know, you can make whole journal cards, like very, very decorated journal cards to go in here if you want to, because those would be more decorated. This is just like a little stationery, but I do like making these little things. This one's going to have nice torn edges, so there we go. Pop our little squirrel back here. And this one, maybe I'll do this little branch with acorns. Okay, there we go. Put this in here. There we go. Now I will just do a slight little quick tidy. Put this stamp back real quick here. That's here. Get all the scrap out of the way. So quickly your desk can become a complete calamity. Now I want to just ink around the edges of this. At least on the outer pieces. Give it a nice grungy, foresty kind of feel. Okay. That's enough ink. Almost. All right, so there we go. We have this little kind of waterfall feeling, like flapping thing, except it's not like a waterfall. It's more of like a notebook, a flappy notebook that has a pocket at every interval, right? All of these envelopes became like a double pocket. So I think that's a fun little take on a notebook. It's a little different than just your standard, you know, bunch of papers attached together. Now you have something a little more fun. You can write here, you can pull things out of your pockets. You could also fill these with ephemera, completely up to you. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow for day 10 of Dephemberember, and I hope you're having fun watching this series. Bye for now.